Alright, moving along. Howdy folks, I'm Cody with IronVerse Comics, doing another IronVerse Quickies, this time on Mythics. Let me see if we can get the glare out of there. Number 2, yeah, that's right. Not always do I do sequels on IronVerse Quickies. I try to hit you folks with as many number 1s as possible so you get a kind of a wide idea of different series. But this one, I had to. And you'll see a few other indie projects that I kind of have to. So without further ado, let's dive into this. And as usual, we're starting off with a little context on the review. As I said, I've taken a look at the previous work in this series. It was an older printing, and allegedly things have been ironed out in that issue now. I respect this creator and this team's drive to improve, and let's see what issue number 2 had to offer. Mythics stars Maria Althea, a member in a mystical order called the Mythics, who seem to oppose dark, magical, and supernatural forces. So I'm going to get this out of the way. Issue number 2 took care of every complaint I had with the printing of number 1. The dialogue runs smoothly, the characters are fleshed out more, and the plot thickens and moves along. The art continues to improve, and this time nothing awkward caught my eye. The lettering also seems to have gone up a notch. It seems to be a little bit smoother. This issue, we find out about Althea's fear of Spriggans and her push to get past it. It also seems someone is after the Mythics. My biggest complaint this time around is though it's paced well, it keeps things moving and interesting, it lends weight to the characters, but it does end abruptly. This, of course, can be fixed when more issues are out to read, so you can just go to the next issue and keep the story going. But standing alone, if you were to pick this off the shelf, it moves very quick and it hits its ending a little harder than maybe it could have. Though, all honesty, again, in a binge reading format, this would be fixed. But I also try to look at issues as they're coming off the shelf, and that could be a rough one. I just did a review of Adobe Kroger earlier today, and since it's a number 1, it helps a little bit. The speed leads into a number 2, but once you're in the series, I find it a little more difficult to have picked it straight up off the shelf and feel satisfied by reading it all the way through. That being said, if you've read number 1, particularly if you've read a fixed number 1, this is definitely more of that, but better, which is what a number 2, what a sophomore entry should be. And I'm very proud to see that. I really love seeing creators and teams evolve and grow. Something you can always find more of in indie than in anywhere else. Because you'll find that no one sticks around doing this without heart and an eager desire to put out the best work they can. Issue number 2 is a great leap forward for Mythics, and I can't wait to continue her adventures. It's a prime example of what I just said. You can feel the heart, the growth, and the tenacity in every page. Let me show you. Let me see if I can find some cool art. Of course, I love seeing Bob Jones here. That's some fun stuff. But let's see. There was some... He's got a little bit more of a adult edge in this one, a little bit. But to be fair, no blood or guts that I can remember. So it still does that. There's some stuff like this. This page is wonderful. The lighting and coloring, again, are great in this book. Yeah, let's do that one more. I know it's a little much. But, I don't know. I see nothing but more and more improvement for this series, which will make it something to be reckoned with on the indie scene, honestly. Really stoked for the Mythoverse. I'm stoked to see more of all of their series. And I'm Cody with IronVerse Comics. Check out Mythoverse Comics, and I will catch you on that rusty IronVerse Comics trail. You folks, take care, stay indie, and have a good one.